home. We are starting section 2-1.
Can I sharpen my pencil?
What's that?
Can I sharpen my pencil?
Yeah, why don't you go to Bain's room? He's got a sharpener and he doesn't have any class right now. All right. So, 2-1, what do I start? Number 5, is that what that says? Number 5. Okay, we're going to start with baby steps here. Okay. It says, write this as an inequality. It says a number x is greater than 3. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so a number x is greater than 3. And there's still some students, we're going to start all the way back at the beginning here. If you're wondering, well, a number x is not a number, it's a letter, okay? X stands for a number that you don't know. For example, I have a wallet with an amount of money in it.
X amount of money.
Why did you say x?
Because we don't know.
You don't know what it is, okay? You don't know how much it is, okay? So x just stands for a number that you don't know, okay? So it says a number x is greater than 3. So x is greater than 3. That's all you got to do. That's it, okay?
That's easy.
Right. We're starting out really easy. They're going to get a little tougher as we go along. So number 7, write this as an inequality, okay? 15 is no more than the number, what number? And make sure you use the variable they ask you to, okay? They want the number t. You can use whatever letter you want. You typically don't use O's or L's, though. Any idea why you wouldn't want to use O's or L's? Zeros and ones. And I hate using S's. My S's always turn into 5s, okay? So if you use the letter X on this, the computer's going to mark you wrong, okay? It's got to be t. It says 15 is no more than, okay, so put down 15. Now, is no more than. This is where it's a little tricky. If it's no more than,
Oh, could it be
less than or equal to, this is not more. It's not more. If something's not more, it doesn't have to be less. It could equal it. Is less than or equal to, what do they say, t? Is that what they're using?
Yeah.
And it's got to be lowercase t. If you type in capital T, the computer's going to mark you wrong.
I just put X, does that work?
If you type that in on the computer, it's going to say it's wrong. Okay. On a test, I don't care. But the computer will mark you wrong if you put an X. Okay. Number 9. Write this sentence. 1/2 of an, I haven't told you this yet. This is a very important, very simple, but very important thing. The word of in mathematics, of. Any idea what of means? What?
Times.
Means times. Of means times.
Our
Okay.
old teacher told us that.
Who did?
Old teacher.
Old teacher, Mrs. Thomas?
Thomas.
Okay, yep, of means times. Okay, so 1/2 times a number, this one time they're using y, 1/2 times y. 1/2 times y is what? Is more than 22.
It's more than-
So can I put more than or equal to?
No.
No, it just says more than. It's more than 22. Are we solving these or not? No, they just want you to write a sentence. Okay? Number 11. Now I put 1/2 times y. What
Wait,
part of
you
that
don't
is
have
not?
to solve these?
No, not yet.
You just gotta put.
What part of this is not really necessary? The multiplication. You could have just said half y. Now, is the computer going to mark you wrong? I'll be honest. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. It might. I don't know if it
Probably need
will.
the whole thing.
Okay, so let's look at, so I would type that in. If it doesn't work, then take the dot out. Okay, inequality 13 is at least. What's that say there? At least what? Difference in a number. So 13 is at least. So what does that mean, at least?
Less
More than? Well, not at least. Am I at least 10 years old?
Definitely.
Definitely. What does that mean? I'm older than 10, or could I be 10? No comment.
No.
I could be. I'm not.
Hypothetically, yes.
Hypothetically, I could be. Okay. So,
But
at least, this is what's a little bit tricky. You see, at least you might think less than. At least actually means more than. It actually means more than or equal to. More than or equal to the difference of a number v and 1. What does difference mean? Subtraction. V subtract 1. Now, we could solve these, and we will solve these, just not yet. I just want you to set them up right now. No, not 13. We're on number 15. Number 15. Okay. Now, they want to know, is this a solution? Now, again, I just want to make sure you understand. We were finding the solution in chapter 1. Now we're finding a solution. Like, for example, if I told you this, if I told you my dad, and this is a true statement, my dad is over 65 years old. My dad is over 65 years old.
So it's
Could he
nine.
be 68?
Mhm.
Could he be 72? Could he
Supposed
be?
to be 69.
Yes, he is. Okay. Everybody want to Google now because he said that number? Okay, we got it out of our system. Okay. All right. So there's more than one right answer. Okay. So on number 15, they ask us is r plus 4. Let's write this down.
My dad's 69. Yep.
Okay. All right. Now, okay, let's talk about dad's ages later. Okay.
Dude.
Now here's what I want. I'm not asking you to solve this right now. Okay. Here's what I'm looking for. Put this question on hold for a second here. If I give you this, we know how to solve this right now. Okay, we minus 1 to each side. But what I'm asking is this. Is 4 the solution to that problem? I'm not asking you to solve it. How would I find out whether 4 is the answer or not? You plug it in. Plug in 4. Is 4 plus 1 8? No. So I know the answer is 7. I don't care what the answer is. All I want to know is 2 an answer here. So how are we going to check it? Plug it in. Next to the R? Next to the R? It is the R. So I'm going to put 2 plus 4, which is 6. Is that true or false? So are we saying there's no solution? No, we're just saying that
Not true.
2 is not one of the solutions, okay? 2 is not a solution, so the answer is no. When you plug it in, it's false. That's a false statement. Same with 17. They give us 3, I'm going to make an x. 3x is less than 19. Is it 19 or negative 19? Okay, x equals negative
What's the
6.
real letter so we don't get it wrong?
It doesn't matter, they just want to know yes or no. It's a yes or no on this one. It's supposed to be an S, but it doesn't matter because we're just going to either click on yes or no. So, is negative 6 a solution? Well, let's check. Plug in negative 6. 3 times negative 6, 19. 3 times negative 6
That's
is
wrong.
negative 18.
That's wrong.
Is negative, you got to know what it says.
It's wrong.
Negative 18 is, what does that say?
Equals 19.
Well, it doesn't say equals. It says less than
I
or
cannot
equals.
see that sign.
You can't see that?
Nope.
Yes, you can.
Nope. It looks like an equal sign.
How about that?
Thank you.
Okay. So, is negative 18 less than or equal to 19?
Nothing to do with it.
Yes, it is. Now, if you're sitting there going, it doesn't equal it, it doesn't have to equal it. It has to be less than or equal to it. And it's less than. So, the answer there is yes.
Or, keyword or.
Yep, keyword's or. And or is huge. What if I said and? Less than and equal to. There's no way, okay? I mean, give me a number. Give me any number that's less than and equal to any other number.
Can't.
You can't.
Well,
It can't be less than and equal to.
could you use the?
If it's equal
Absolute
to,
value?
it's 55.
If something's equal to it, it can't be smaller than it.
It has to be the same number if it's equal to.
So there's no solution.
What?
Are you done with your rant?
Are you?
Could you use an absolute value?
No.
Not talking to you.
Such as what though? Get me curious.
Like, I don't know.
9.
Like, negative 8 to 8.
Is less than and equal to?
Yeah, because the absolute
It is
value
equal
of
to.
negative 8 would
Well,
be
the absolute value of
8.
negative 8 is 8 though. That is 8.
And
And if I ask you to simplify
but
that,
negative 8 is 8.
no,
But
the
negative
absolute,
8 is negative 8, which is less than.
but the absolute value of negative 8 is the number. That's another way of writing the number 8. This is, I mean, for example, right here.
The
Are we
absolute.
doing this problem right now?
No.
Are we doing the absolute value of negative 19? Are we doing that problem right? We just did 17. Are we doing this problem right now? Yeah, because that is the problem number what? 19. So that's a good thought though. But yeah, it does simplify. When you said the absolute value of negative 8, that's a long-winded way of saying 8. I mean, it is 8 when you simplify it.
Absolute value of it.
Right, which is still 8. All right, number 19.
Well,
Just a few more.
again.
Okay, so tell whether this is a solution. So we have negative 1 is bigger than
X over, negative X over 2.
negative x over 2?
Yep.
And what are they giving us? 3?
Yep.
So we plug in 3. Is 3 a solution? So we have -1 is bigger than -3. And I want to be very basic here. Why did I plug 3 in?
Because you haven't put it in.
Why did we have to plug it in? Why didn't I plug in
Because
some?
it's X, it's X.
How do you know that?
Because you put it in for X.
Why didn't we plug in 7?
Because
X is equal to 3.
It tells you that X is 3. Okay?
You're hurting my brain cells.
Okay, let's do this. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. -1 is bigger than -1.5. Is that true? Is -1
Yes,
bigger?
that's true.
Yes, it is.
It actually is true.
Because negative.
Everything's backwards with negatives.
Yes.
Yep. 1.5 is bigger than 1, but -1 is bigger than -1.5.
It's absolute bias.
21, how many of these are going to do? 21, 23. Okay, 21. Do a few more. 21. So we have 14 is something.
Is this the last one?
Not
Mass
quite.
graph.
We should-
Negative 2n plus 4. Negative 2n plus 4. And they give us, n is -5. So we plug in -5 again. They tell you to plug in -5, we plug in -5. 14, -2 times -5 plus 4. And some rules that you learned in middle school, some people have forgot, when you times a negative and a negative,
You get a
you
positive.
get a positive. What happens when you add a negative and a negative?
You get a
You
negative.
get a negative. Those are rules that you gotta memorize somehow. So 14, -2 times -5 is +10, plus 4. 10 and 4 is 14. Is 14 bigger than or equal to 14?
It's true.
Yeah. What if it just was bigger than? Is 14 bigger than 14?
No.
No, but
But
it's equal to.
So that is a true statement. Hang on, let me see how this. No, we might knock these out. Yeah, I think we can. Well, no, I'll tell you what. We'll just do 29 because that'll give us something to do on Thursday at the beginning. 23, last one to do with you guys.
Last
today.
one we're doing today is 23.
23. Okay, so 23. We have 20 is less than or equal to something. 10 over 2z. And, plus 20. And they give us what z is 5. So again, we plug in what they tell you to plug in, okay? We plug in 10, or 5, we have 20 is less than or equal to 10 over 2 times 5 plus 20. We do 2 times 5 first. We have 10 over 10 plus 20. 10 over 10 is 1 plus 20. 1 plus 20 is 21. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes, it is. 20 is less than or equal to 21. And again, if you're going, but they're not equal, it doesn't have to be equal. It can be less than or equal to, and it is less than. So the answer is yes. Now, one more thing. Listen very carefully. True or false? True or false? On that question, 5 is the answer. True or false?
No.
It's not the answer.
It's 8.
It's a answer.
It's.
Okay? If I told you I'm older than 40, is a possible solution 45?
Yes.
How about 43?
Yes.
How about 32?
Yep.
No.
Oh.
It could be
Yes,
75,
debated.
sure. Okay? All right.
Mass
So the rest of
graph.
the time's yours to click on the answers. We'll work on this more tomorrow on Thursday.